What's going on, guys? I thought I'd just go over the new Season 4 Skate Pass and the Sandvan Open and maybe talk about maybe some improvements that can be done and some other maybe changes I think that need to be done, as obviously the Isle of Grom being released last season was extremely popular in comparison, it seems, even though it's free right now to enter the Sandman Open for a little bit. As you can see, I'm just going down here and looking at, see they've got quasi gear now, which I think was pretty interesting. I'm just thinking they must have like a sponsor for these specific shoes, these Calvins, because I hate the look of these things. And they're in every battle pass, so I don't know, it's an alright battle pass. I think there's some alright pieces of gear you can get, but yeah, it's kind of mediocre. I wish we had more brands, unfortunately, but anyway. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Sandvan Open. There's like a vert area and then a street kind of SLS simulator, but is nothing like SLS at all. It doesn't really flow together really at all. There's like this massive ramp that is like impossible to gap, so I'll just ride around and show you guys, I guess, what they've kind of added. Obviously there's people now just adding random jumping castles and everything to control or whatever, because it's free now for a little bit. It's past the early access date anyway, so but yeah, obviously there's some decent stuff, like that first rail is pretty fun, and there's also this rail around here that's also pretty decent, but wow. But yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, personally I love watching SLS, and it would be nice to maybe have some similarities. Obviously the Nike SB collab, when they did that skate park from like France or in Paris or wherever it was like one-to-one recreated, but again, like, could be insane potential, as obviously I know a lot of people want like creator parks and stuff, but who knows when we're going to get that, if it's going to be like a Season 5 thing or like a 1.0 thing. But I don't mind the vert area. I think like there's probably more room for improvement. I feel like especially if you start up the far end, it just doesn't feel like, even with all the like pumping turned up to 11 and everything, it feels like underwhelming. But again, like, I think that having these options available, like, you know, let's say there's like 4 more seasons and they add like 4 other massive kind of skate parks or whatever, I think it'll be good for the game. But yeah, you just don't really get much air off these like vert ramps, and like it would be nice to maybe have more of an option. But I'll just go up here and show you now, if I can get up here now. Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't think I like it as much as the Isle of Grom, and I think that the Isle of Grom should be like I mean, they should literally just be following that same blueprint, I think, to be honest with you. Obviously, a lot of people really enjoyed you know, the night theme that they had after dark, and then obviously like the Nike SB collab skate park, and then even when they removed the SB collab and they kind of reverted back to this kind of bare bones government done skate park, which was just not good at all. Even though it was still so similar, it just did not have the same flow to it. And I think that, yeah, stuff needs to be maybe looked at again or revised, but as far as I can tell, there's probably going to be no changes. They might have like a mini collab event as well in the Sandban Open like they did for the Isle of Grom, but again, I'm not too sure on where it will stand. But anyway, I thought I'd just put that out there, and to be honest, I'll probably be skating a lot of like street spots out in Sandman rather than at this Sandban Open, but that's just me. But hey, thank you guys for watching, and I guess I will see you guys next time.